Hi, this is Sarantos. It's April, which means spring is here. In Chicago, we definitely have all four seasons. And it's really fun and cool, but I have to admit, by the end of February, I'm kind of losing it. So I'm really happy that spring is here. When I think of spring, I think of love. You see the flowers blooming, the grass gets greener, the snow is gone, and it always reminds me of that crazy electricity that you get when you first fall in love. Do you remember your first 5 seconds? Well, I do, so I wrote a song about it. So the new song for the month of April is called The First 5 Seconds. I love this song. I think love is something that most of us have been lucky enough to have experienced at some point in life. Whether you're single, whether you're older, divorced, doesn't matter. I think at some point in time you've experienced love. Not just the love of a friend or a parent or a teacher, but the love that you remember for the rest of your life. That first love. Didn't that first love make your heart skip a beat? Did it spark your imagination? Even if you're 50 and you fell in love when you were 16, how do you think back on that? Even if you realize it was just infatuation, not real love, doesn't the emotion that that memory brings back create an unmistakable memory? I remember when I first really fell in love. Yeah, I was 19. It's just a moment that seemed so magical. There's really no other way to describe it. How do words describe a feeling like that? I tried to do that in this song, but at the end of the day, it's just this crazy electricity in the air, your heart is beating like mad, and it's just something you won't forget. It's a tick in time that you just can't forget. I remember going home that warm summer night after the party where I met this girl, and I couldn't sleep. There's just no way. That's when I started writing the first 5 seconds. It's kind of a folky pop song, but it's essentially about meeting the love of your life. It's about the first 5 seconds. Has it ever happened to you? Well, I know when it happened to me, it smacked me upside the head and I had no idea what hit me. It wasn't my first date, but there was just something enchanting about that midsummer night when I was 19. I thought long and hard about releasing this song to the public, and I decided it was just time. I kept trying to make it better and better and better because I'm a perfectionist, but at the end of the day, I just had to set it free. I came up with some really cool ad-libs that I thought gave the song kind of a unique, playful flavor. So let me know what you think. The charity for this song is American Heart Association. I don't think much needs to be said about their efforts, and I've chosen them as a charity one other time. When I started thinking about what kind of video I wanted to make for this, I kind of wanted a charming, cute video, but I also wanted a little twist. So I don't know about you, but when I thought about love, especially teenage love, young adult love, I always kind of thought that it's very eager, it's very hopeful, it's full of life, and it's tenacious, it's alive. Whereas when you think about love through the eyes of someone mature, whether they're 30, 40, 60, you think that it's more controlled, less passionate. I wanted to put a twist on all that, because I think love doesn't know a boundary. And I think age is just a number. I think love depends more on your personality than it does on age. Love can take many forms. Love doesn't care about race, doesn't care about religion, doesn't care about gender. It doesn't care about age. Yeah, maybe when you're young you got raging hormones flying all over the place. Maybe when you're older you meditate more, you're a little more introspective. But that doesn't mean that love isn't love. And again, I think if you're human, you felt love at some point in your life. So I thought this video should reflect love changing through the years. It starts with teenage love, young adult love, and it finally settles off into the sunset with older or more mature love. By the way, is there anything cooler than seeing an elderly couple holding hands, still obviously in love, opening the door for her, supporting each other? I think it's one of the coolest things in the world. So in this video, we all know that teenagers are wildly in love and emotions are flying. But the twist in the video is that the older couple is actually a lot more happy, a lot more playful, a lot more fun when they're in love. And this music video shows this couple from being together as kids, where they grew up on the playground, to being teenagers and young adults and finally older. And they still haven't lost that spark. And in fact, I dare say that spark is more alive when they're older than when they're younger. So that's a twist in this video. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you have a great month of April. Enjoy the spring. Next month is May, and you know what happens a lot in May? Graduations. So yeah, the next song is called Graduation Day. Have a great day, and thanks a lot for supporting me, and thank you for listening to this. It means the world to me.